So this is the shift knob that I found down in Daytona. I have another little video talking about all that stuff. So one by one, I'll go through all these things and clean them up and get them ready for the car when I do finally get ready for it. This is just like the one I had on my car. All right, I'm back on my lunch break, back from Florida. Got a few of my pieces that I found. This is one of them, the Mr.Gasket T handle, which I had on my car, and I set in a couple other little shorts and stuff. There was only 4 of them down there, and I think I bought the best one. So I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. You see how the lines is? That's how they were when they were new. That's how I remember how they were when they were new. So it's got a few little places in it, not nothing really major or anything, but it does have a few, and since it's already got the lines in it, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean it all up. You see it has nice threads and stuff in it, and I'm gonna make it look like that. And as you'll see, it'll still have a few little places and stuff in it, but nothing major. We'll clean it up, and then yeah, I was gonna tell you what I'm gonna do in here, but I'll wait and see what your comments are on what you like, if you like what I've done to it. Again, thanks for watching my channel. This time-lapse thing is kind of misleading. Of course, I edited it down and stuff too, but I probably sanded on that thing for probably somewhere around 20 to 30 minutes with that 180 sandpaper before I finally got all of it down the way that I wanted it. Is it perfect? No, but then again, I wanted it to look nice, but still yet know that it was old and original. All right, so what I done was, this here is 180 grit sandpaper, and that's what I went over to start with to get the lines back in it and to get the what imperfections I wanted to get out of it. I didn't get all of them out of it because I didn't want all of them out of it. And then you take a red scotch pad, and that's what you make the lines back crisp in it, and tone them 180 scratches down a little bit, and you do it in a circle to where it goes in the direction that you want the lines to go in. And that'll, and then by this you can squeeze it down into all the little places, boom, just like that. And then this will go back and forth to make those lines back like it was. This side over here, same thing. And then all you gotta do is blow it off. And then we'll clean this. And then that right there is what I'm gonna do next. I put enough red off down in these letters to make it look smooth to where it would flow out, so I overfilled it actually. So as you seen there in the fast motion one, or time lapse, I just took a little bit of paint and just daubed it down in the writing and stuff in there in it. And my plan is, what I'm hoping, is I can, when that dries, probably tomorrow, make sure it dries real well, I'll just take and sand all that off, and that should leave that red. And this is the red that the interior will be on the car. That's how come I chose to do it that way. There we go. So after I let this thing dry really well, I actually took my knife and I scraped it in the way that I sanded it to where it wouldn't make any things, and it just peeled the little top of it right off at the end of it. I think it come out pretty good. There we go. Ready for a car. I got all these little pieces ready. Now I just need the big piece ready. That red is the same color as the dash in the interior of the car. That's why I done it like that. Now to straighten up my Cal Custom gas pedal. My son actually bought this at the fall turkey run for like $4 and gave it to me when I was down visiting. So today on my lunch break, I'm gonna work on my Cal Custom foot gas pedal. I think that's pretty cool. I gotta get all this off here, but luckily, don't look like it's done on here too awful good. So I'm just gonna take this screwdriver, scratch it all out of there. That looks like that's gonna come off pretty easy. And then I'll go, see where all that shiny, I'll have to go and I'm gonna scratch that up right there real good and clean all that up. And then I'm gonna do this the same way as I did the shifter handle. I'm gonna paint it red in the middle of that, which will match the interior of the car. So that's my plans. Well shoot, that didn't take no time. That thing cleaned right off there. It just come right undone. So I'm gonna tape this thing up and I'm gonna scratch this up in here. And don't forget, when you do stuff like this right here, to put some adhesive promoter on it. No matter what it is, it ain't gonna hurt it, it'll only help. So we're gonna get this thing taped up and see if we can get it painted red in there to match the shifter. Okay, so I got it taped up, wasn't no big deal. I'm gonna take some 320 and scuff up inside this thing right here as good as I can in here. And then put the adhesive promoter on it and paint that dude. Got me a little single stage here, same as I done the steering wheel with. Just dust it on there. Now all I want is just enough to cover it. I don't want a big bunch of it, because as long as it's covered, if you get it thicker, it'll be easier to chip. And I'm gonna have my foot up here on it, so I don't want it to be real easy to chip. So I'm just gonna put enough just to cover it up, and then that'll be enough. Biggest thing's gonna be to get on the sides of it. See there, we missed the sides. And there we go. And if you'll notice, that thing's textured off down in there a little bit. And then I'll take the razor blade and scratch that off the top of it. All there are to it. Another lunch break project. All right, so I'm thinking my little paint job come out good. And then all I'm gonna do is take this razor blade and cut it right across there. That'll cut a nice sharp line on the edge, and boom, we're done. It'll be ready to go on the car. Well, there they are. I think they turned out pretty nice. My Cal custom put pedal that my son gave me, and my $35 Mr.Gasket T handle that I redone and got them all painted. And like I said, this is the red that the interior of the car will be, to where it'll match the interior of the car. I'm really excited. I think they come out really well. Can't wait to get started on the car to where these can be put into use. Thanks for watching.